We will try to look for what people are saying today as well. But quickly, let me see. Quickly, we saw Daily Mail, which I think is like based. I think the original site is based in the U.S. Kendrick Lamar slammed for worst halftime show ever during a Super Bowl performance. Now, I'm gonna shoot Kendrick some bail here, and because I'm not trying to be a hypocrite, that's why I say he had to check two boxes. If you don't violate Drake, I'm gonna put like this, and I want to be very clear because I'm not gonna be a hypocrite on this. If he didn't violate Drake and put on the best Super Bowl show, I would say the Super Bowl show was good, but he's a sellout and he's fake and he's bitch made for not violating Drake. That's what I would have said, guaranteed. He violated Drake. So I'm saying, did he violate Drake? Good. He kept it cultural, but, and this is for y'all nimwits on Twitter, cultural doesn't mean, the reason why he's winning Grammys is because cultural at the highest level is global. Cultural don't mean you're just crip walking and only niggas who in gangs and watching you throw up some shit could understand you. Cultural means that, listen, when you're on the biggest stage, you're going to have people in China looking like, oh, that's the shit I want to be. Like, culture affects the whole globe when it's at that level. Half of y'all don't know Bad Bunny songs, but you probably know a Bad Bunny song. You think that's when culture hits the globe. This is a global performance. So it is a hard task, but you got to figure out a way and walk that thin line of, I'm going to keep it real for all the people culturally watching me, because I ain't no sellout. And I'm also going to give a performance that if somebody who there were a lot of, if y'all ain't know if you ever been to the Super Bowl, you look around, it's a bunch of executives from successful companies. They're 50-something plus white. They might be there with their kid or their wife. And for them, that's like Saturday Night Live. They don't know Euphoria. They might have heard of Not Like Us. They've never heard GNX. But they've heard of Loyalty. And that was the task. You got to do the task. The task is keep it real, that nobody could call you a sellout. Because you know, as cultural people, we always ready to say you a sellout. But you also got to keep the performance so good that people, even if they're not inside or privy to what's going on in the culture, they still enjoy the performance. I think he checked only one box. That's a 1 out of 2. It also lacked the pizzazz. Like, I'm sorry. The majority of people don't know why Serena's out there. Like, I'm sorry. Like, a lot of people don't know that Serena dated Drake. I'm sorry. A lot of people don't know that Drake had a line in some song saying, yo, Serena, tell your husband is a groupie. They don't know that. So all of those things are trying to like communicate with these little Twitter thread making ass niggas. But that just shows me that this stage was too big for you. Because the language you were speaking was only communicative to one group of people, and you already talked to us at the pop-out. I understood. The pop-out was for us. You supposed to perform Not Like Us 5 times over there. You supposed to come out on stage to Euphoria. You supposed to have DeRozan, Crip walking, and Russell Westbrook and everybody there because it all makes sense. But this right here, you missed the mark to impact and further hip hop on a global scale. And anyone that doesn't agree with that must be blinded from the seat that they sit in, where you think everybody understands these nuances that you're saying that made it great. No, 99% of Americans, or not Americans, 99% of people in the world, because it's a global event, don't know that this fucking chain y'all are incorrectly calling the A minor chain. They don't know that. They don't know that when he goes up in a jean suit, this is the Canadian tuxedo suit. Like, no, they don't know. So this whole going over your head shit, that's cool for some battle rap shit. Oh, like, and shit even down all the way down to like URL, where a lot of people, like for example, like, I guess one of the latest one that went viral, when that dude was rapping to the Easy Guy because he was fucking Remy Ma, and people thought Remy Ma was cheating on Pap. When he did that verse and Remy Ma was standing there, the whole battle rap culture got it. Right? When it blew up out of battle rap to rap culture, which is a bigger culture, some people had to get it explained. Now, other than that, nobody give a fuck. Like, it didn't blow up any further. But that's the point I'm trying to say. We understand some cultural symbolism, and it works. But this is why you got to do both. And when you a pop star, you got to do both. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, so I see why people are saying worst halftime show ever. The people who are saying this, they're not going to change your mind, right? They're not going to change your mind, right? They're not going back home to go on Twitter to go look at the 55 meetings that y'all claim happened. And they're not doing it, okay? The game over thing here, yeah, I thought that was cool. Shit, they're performing on this game thingy, game over. I get it. Also, turn the TV off is the last song that play. I get it. Really iconic moment. I'll give it to Kendrick. And that's why I think his production team had a part in molding this performance, because there was so many close-up moments. It was almost very intentional that you could see his facial expression, from the joy to the gleeful looks to even the sarcasm. Hey, Drake, and it was zoomed up on him, and then they zoom out. I hear you like him, and then he puts his head, like, all this is intentional. But I'm not going to lie, it made the performance feel smaller. It didn't feel like, again, if anyone, I was there when Usher performed, and I watched it subsequently later on TV. It looked grandiose. He looked like someone who had control over the entire stage. There was a lot going on. It felt like this is a whole thing. This was, let me just laugh at Drake. And, again, kudos for him shitting on Drake, because that was the goal. But I think he could have done a little bit better, man. Not gonna lie to you. All right, this is one of the clips I think some people were talking about, which, that's Desi Banks, I believe, and he's explaining. And yes, this is how the Super Bowl is. If you don't know, right? Most likely you're next to a bunch of people who are some executives or whatever the case is, and that's how it is. Anyway, let me play.
So this song right here, when he made, like, he was a little upset about everything that was going on, so he had to make them for the people, you know what I'm saying, for the culture. So he gonna be like, they not like us, they not like us. So he's saying like they ain't like us, you feel? Like, people on the other side be doing what they be doing, but look, sometimes you gotta pop out and show them, you feel?
Yeah, that was the look of, nigga, your breath stink and get your black ass away from me, man. Get your black ass away from me, okay? Let me see some other. Let me go on Twitter, yo. I feel like every time I'm about to go on Twitter, I always fear I'm about to see some porn, bro. Let me look up Super Bowl reaction. Anybody has a page or like a super thread of like all the reactions? I don't care if good or bad. I just want to Super Bowl reaction. I seen. Let me see. I want to see the reactions from the people that were there. Somebody send me a link of like just all the reactions, not only just bad ones. Somebody send me everything, bro. Come on. All right, let me see. I just want to see like reaction. I want stadium reactions. You get what I'm saying? Like people who were there. By the way, this was after the Super Bowl, by the way. Okay, his shirt says, "Keep them away from me." Right? Keep them away from me. All right. Okay. I'm trying to find something. Hold on. I'm too scared to scroll on Twitter, bro. I'm trying to just see other people. There was this huge debate if at the moment when Kendrick says A minor, was it the backing track saying it, or was people in the crowd saying it? Let me see if I can see it. I'm trying to find like a super thread of like there was hella people posting reactions. And by the way, here's a close up of the chain. If you guys wanted to see it, it's the chain right here. Okay. And again, you see this is slanted here when it's held perpendicular. This hangs to the side a bit, just like how their A is usually whatever. And by the way, the fucking chain even says PG Lang, right? Unless I'm blind. PGLANG. Yeah. PGLAN. Yeah, PG Lang. Yeah. I don't know why niggas thought like, why would Kendrick get a fucking chain that says A minor? What the fuck? Okay. Okay, let me turn this music off. Eliante made a chain. It's a beautiful chain, not gonna lie. Definitely a beautiful chain. Once again, it's not A minor as seen here. It's PG Lang as spelt out here. Actually, pretty beautiful chain. I kind of like that Kendrick's getting into chains. I'm not mad at it. I think Kendrick, for the most part of his career, he didn't wear chains. Now these chains he's getting, they're kind of dope. Okay. All right. Let me try to. Okay, somebody says. All right. I just got someone who sent it to me. Shout out to my man, Grand. Here we go. I'm trying. Okay. Here we go. Now, I'll analyze this. Did the stadium scream A minor? Like, I don't even know. Why does every time when somebody say that, their voice turns really weird? Like, they always just say it very weird. Like, I'm listening to Piers Morgan today, and they're having, like, this discussion. And, like, I think no joke. He was, no. It wasn't him. No, it was today. I was listening to another episode with Large Jamar, and he was just, like, when he started talking about it, and he had to say A minor, his voice got really weird. A minor! I'm like, oh, okay. So some people are saying the stadium didn't scream A minor. That was 100% a backing track and speaker amplified it. There's a reason why there's no close-up of the crowd saying it, because the majority wasn't. The entire performance, the crowd wasn't moved at all. Let's watch. Is this Tyga? Okay, so this is Tyga. Tyga walking on eggshells. You don't want to get his YMCMB chain revoked. I feel you, Tyga. Okay. I don't know if that was convincing to say that was speakers. Is that Travis Scott? Is that Travis? I don't know. Okay, hold on.
The worst fucking halftime.
Okay.
Nobody's even singing along. This show has been ass. This is what happens when you're only relevant because you mention shit like
Okay, those seems like Drake fans though, right? Let me see. Okay, so this is stadium, whatever. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm just like being fair and honest. Hopefully, I think I am. Yeah, there was probably a little bit. Maybe they had a little bit coming through the speakers. Niggas was in there probably definitely saying it, bro. Like, come on, bro. Hey, arguing shit like this is why like I keep saying this is like Democrats and Republicans because put it like this, and I love politics, even though I don't like talking politics with y'all, but it's like the Democrats fucking lost to the Republicans, and to this day I was watching this guy like today, like he's a Democrat. He can't even admit, bruh. Y'all went a little too crazy when y'all had men playing in women's sports and niggas could call themselves any gender and go into the women's bathroom, bro. Y'all were going crazy. Just admit that. And he refused to admit it. And I'm like, this is why we have so much divisions. Listen, Drake fans, I'm a Drake fan. Brother, he performed the song. The song's very popular. If half the stadium sung it, I think Drake has his fans too. Granted, yes. If half the stadium sung it, it don't matter. Or if nobody sung it, don't matter. I think it was still effective. I think culturally, that's the moment everybody wanted to hear. Now, will it play? Again, y'all are talking about this audience like they're cultural. I keep telling you, the average person that goes to the Super Bowl, because tickets are usually $9,000 or more, right? I think the average ticket is probably like closer to 10 at this point. They're not going to the Super Bowl to scream out A minor. They're going to the Super Bowl because they're a lifetime Chiefs fan or a Philadelphia Eagles fan, and this is probably a gift from somebody else that they get to go to this event, or they've saved up for this all their time, or they could afford to go to this, which we see a lot of executives. I don't know if there's a stat on Super Bowl seats. Half of the seats, I think even more than half, I'll find a stat if you care for me to find it. More than half of the seats, or about half of the entire stadium, is bought up by big corporate entities. They buy up sections, they buy up seats. They usually gift it to either employees that did good, to their executives. They use it to attract other clients. It's really like the snazzy upscale. It's like the Rock Nation brunch, right? Like a nigga gonna go to the Rock Nation brunch like, I just came here for the food. Okay, where the food at? Yo, let's start dancing. DJ, play that song. No, nigga. This is where people of a different ilk, higher intellectual and net worth people go to network. Yo, what's up? Yo, I see you got this going on. Yo, we should exchange contact. We should blah, blah. Oh, shit, I've always wanted. This is a chance to rub shoulders with those people. It's the same thing at the Super Bowl. Yes, there are fans there, but it's primarily these executives, older white guys, and maybe they bring their families. So I understand, and I think, this is the way I say Republicans and Democrats. If you are a Kendrick fan and you think everybody in that stadium screamed A minor, you're an idiot. Like, come the fuck on. Like, look at the demographics of it. Like, this is not the Pop-Out Show, bro. If you told me everybody at the Pop-Out Show screamed A minor, I would be like, yeah, they probably did. At the Super Bowl, come on, bro. No. Or you're like, oh, no, y'all just found the 4 people that didn't like it. Bro, this is not Kendrick's, like, for the performance he gave, this is not the audience, right? Likewise with Drake fans. If y'all think that nobody screamed A minor, you're tripping too. Please stop it. Of course people screamed it. And it's fine. Yo, I'm telling you, this is why I keep telling you hip-hop got ruined. It's very subtle things. Kendrick is trying to start a label. I'm telling you this as a fact. He didn't drop music for 5 years because he was trying to figure out, and he did figure out, how to get off of TDE. He wanted to do his own thing. He took 5 years off of music just for that. Not because he was writing music. He took time off because he wanted to start his own thing. He finally started his own label, which I think everybody should be happy for him that he did. He goes to the Super Bowl, and on the biggest stage of the Super Bowl, he's trying to represent his brand. PG Lang, his label. And instead of y'all, like, especially like Kendrick fans, instead of y'all, like, understanding this is where he's pushing now, y'all can't leave the battle. Oh, that's the A minor chain. This is what I'm saying. This battle is kind of like, it just ruined everything. Y'all looking into everything 15 times. No, he's just trying to promote his record label, my nigga. You get what I'm saying? By the way, anybody seen Baby Keem? We need an APB out for Baby Keem. I ain't see that nigga in like a year. I don't see that nigga pop up at nowhere. The Baby Keem, oh, he was in Not Like Us, right? Where the fuck Baby Keem been at? It's like Baby Keem on punishment. Baby Keem must be in the same place we used to accuse Drake of hiding Party Next Door in. The PG Lang sweatshop. Where that nigga been at? Was he at the show? Let me see. Somebody tell me. Was he? Man, none of y'all niggas even know. This is crazy. Anyway, so, bro, we gotta stop being so politicized when it comes to shit like that. I get it. It's hard for us to, it's hard for us to, it's hard for us to like get out of that moment, and we love seeing, if you're a Kendrick fan, you want to see him kick Drake back in. If you're a Drake fan, you're hoping he responds or keep going at Kendrick. Let me tell you this. And I've said this, Drake fans, y'all can blame me. I've said this to Drake. He did give me an answer, but I won't say nothing about what he said. I'll just tell you what I told him. After this, I begged Drake. This is a fact. I begged and pleaded with Drake. I said, Drake, I don't know what you got coming up on this next project or any loosies you might drop, but please, for the love of God, no song completely or no performance completely dedicated to this guy. And I hope somebody tells Kendrick the same. These niggas is like Siamese twins at this point. Like, I seen somebody trying to put up, like, at first they were like, yo, Drake on the night. Drake. And this is what I realized. The people on Twitter, they don't go outside. I mean, I know I say I don't go outside, but they really don't go outside. Because people were trying to say, right? They said that Drake giving a speech at his show in Melbourne on the same night was Drake in his feelings. Talking about, like, there was a caption saying Drake goes on an emotional, other pages posted it like that. Drake goes on an emotional rant while in Melbourne, while Kendrick was on stage doing Not Like Us. And let me play it.
Whoever in your life gave your time, gave your energy, gave your money, gave your heart, gave your soul, gave everything that you ever had to somebody, and they fucking played with you and wasted your time.
Now, some people were saying this was him talking about either SZA or talking about, Serena, because both of them are his exes. And you're going to see what song he goes into. He goes into a song called You Broke My Heart, where the lyrics for the hook literally says, fuck my ex.
Wasted your energy, wasted your money. I want y'all to turn up to this song. This for all y'all exes that ever thought that they could play you in their fucking life. If you're doing better than your ex, I want to see you turn the fuck up. Now you can play the song.
Okay, now I'm not going to play the song or let him play the song because we don't want to get struck. We're on YouTube. But I will say this. If anybody he did a tour just recently, $320 million grossed. I went to several of those shows. At least on the second half of it, which, is about half of the tour. Remember, he announced whatever. Everyone, if you went to a Drake show, this is the last song he performs. Drake always got a little corny speech like that. It's just it's not like corny. It's just an artist is trying to big up. He's trying to like lead up to a song, get you hyped. Yo, it's like you ever been in the club and the DJ says, yo, if you don't got no STDs, put your hand in the air. No, the baby shit, right? Like, yo, if you took a shower, he was like, if you don't got no STDs, put one hand in the air. If you took a shower this morning, put another hand in the air. At that time, everybody hand in the air. Drops some big song. You know what I'm saying? It's that. But people are stuck in a cycle. If Drake says anything, they're going to paint the image they want to see. Oh, Drake is butthurt and he's crying over the song. He does this every night. He's done this before the battle. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. I seen Kanye who responded, and Kanye said this. So Kanye's review of the Super Bowl was this.
So, a few people have been asking me, like, what did you think of the Kendrick halftime show? And I really loved the show. It was my favorite halftime show since, like, a Michael Jackson era, which I kind of just barely remember. I just be seeing clips of it. And it was super simple. The flag was fresh. When they did Be Humble, the way that people's heads was moving, I was just like shook. This is like super fresh, right? The man's voice control, all that. And of course they built up the controversy on whether he's going to do the record. And then at the end, I saw people saying like this is the worst halftime show, and I'm just like, y'all, everybody I know that I talk to in real life said this is the best halftime show. And so this is my point right here. When I say one man's in jail, one superstar, one black superstar is in jail, the next black superstar is on stage. They take one rapper to take another rapper down. You gotta remember, watch this. It's like Drake was almost like the new generation R. Kelly. The way R. Kelly had the radio and the smash, all that type of stuff. And then the idea that was put out in the Kendrick song is what R. Kelly is actually locked up for. Now, this information is out here. This could be used, right? And, you know, they give Kendrick everything. He wins everything. Then he does this amazing Super Bowl commercial. I mean, not commercial, I'm sorry. Forwarding slip, shout out, go to Yeezy.com. I didn't do that on purpose, bro. He does.
Hey, by the way, I think I finally understand, and I hate to say this. I know Kanye is getting killed right now, and I know people hate Kanye. And he did say a lot of inflammatory things. But I definitely understood what he meant, because I didn't understand this at first, right? He had put out a tweet, and he literally said, hold on. He says, wait, where is it? I'm going to show you the tweet that he said some shit on, and then he just kind of left. He says, no, not that. Okay. He says, Kendrick is at the Super Bowl. Puff is in jail. They pick which niggas they want to prop up and who they want to put down and when they want to. But all celebrities are scared and selfish. We sit in our mansions, get extorted by our so-called family and friends and women. Now, I finally understood what he meant after he gave this explanation about the Super Bowl. So, at first I was like, is he saying Kendrick is like Diddy? No, he's not. What he's saying is that, well, Drake accused Kendrick of beating his woman. Everyone, because they like Kendrick, laughed at that notion and haven't gone to extreme lengths to try to figure out if that's true. And if it is true, would not advocate for Kendrick to be in jail. Right? Now, obviously, he's making a kind of shallow assumption that it's only because of the video where Puff is seen beating Cassie. That's why he's locked up. But still, he's saying one guy's accused, but because there's no video of it, and it hasn't dropped in this day and time, no one cares to figure it out, or no one cares to whatever, and everyone just assumes this falls because we like him, and he's at the Super Bowl. Diddy, who lost favor with people, obviously because of tons of allegations and everything, and the video was clearly a stamp, he's saying that's why Diddy's locked up. By the way, he might have a point with the Diddy locked up, even though that's not why he's indicted. When they were thinking about releasing him on bond, the video of him supposedly beating his girl was a big reason why they did not let him out. They claim that he is a danger to society, prone to violence, and has money to make all type of things happen. Okay? So you might have a point there. I finally understood what he was saying when he flipped it around and he said, what about, well, here's a thing. It's like Drake. He's basically saying Kendrick, he compared Drake to R. Kelly. And chill, he's not saying he knows this as a fact. Even with Kendrick, he's not saying he knows it as a fact that Kendrick did these things. But both guys Me Too each other, right? Yo, you beat your woman, you like kids. He's saying, and this was true. Now, granted, I think over time people realized, there was more than just smoke. Maybe there was fire. But Kendrick has put this label of a PDF on Drake that Drake has to now deal with in scrutiny from everybody, not only publicly, but let's say a chick did come out and say, yo, Drake didn't do whatever. or, which, by the way, anybody could say some shit. I mean, everybody, we've realized these days, shit, TDE got a lawsuit. You get what I'm saying? If we did see a lawsuit against Drake, people would just assume he's the exact monster that Kendrick has painted him out to be. They wouldn't give him the benefit of the doubt, like how Kendrick is getting, right? Kendrick's getting the benefit of the doubt, right? I don't think no one could bet their life that is completely false, that whatever Drake was talking about never happened, but he's getting the benefit of the doubt. We don't know what's going on there. Whitney looks happy. Like, yeah, like no one's going to go, we like Kendrick, right? Drake, now I do think, sensible people are giving Drake the benefit of the doubt, but the label alone, if anyone did say something about Drake, the tides would change quickly where people would be calling for exactly what happened to Puff Daddy or subsequently R. Kelly to happen to Drake, all off of how just putting the label on you does to you when you're not liked. And right now, Drake isn't liked, seemingly, by the masses who are these people who are saying so-and-so got a weird case, certified, blah, blah. Additionally, I want to say, I believe that Kendrick Lamar, no, not Kendrick Lamar. I believe that, Kanye is jumping ahead of a few things. I personally believe that Kanye is dealing with a lot of pre-lawsuits. Let me tell you this. Certain things don't mix together. Announcing you're a billionaire in the age where women, even if it was dating back to the 90s, if they felt like they were wronged by you, they could come up with a story, or maybe they had a story and now they're just bringing it to light. You're a billionaire. Maybe nothing happened to you criminally, but now they said, let's get some bread. I think there's a lot of women trying to shake Kanye down right now. And I think the reason why he's advocating for Puff, I don't think and I hope that nothing he's done has rose to the level that maybe police are going to charge him like they did with Puff. But this felt like a smoke signal of him saying, you know what? I'm getting extorted by a couple of them right now. By the way, he did mention Lawrence Pisciotta in a deleted tweet. She's one of the people. I think and by the way, we saw a new lawsuit pop up today against Kanye. I think he's saying, yo, all y'all celebrities, y'all are acting, and this is true. A lot of people are acting like they're so brand new to even hearing about these things. They're all quiet. But he's saying, y'all are just selfish and scared. Y'all are all sitting back getting extorted. I think that's Ye telling us he's getting extorted by so-called family, friends, and women. Maybe I'm reading too much into that, but that's what I took away from it. Let me play it again in full. Sorry, Chad.
So, a few people have been asking me, like, what did you think of the Kendrick halftime show? And I really loved the show. It was my favorite halftime show since, like, a Michael Jackson era, which I kind of just barely remember. I just be seeing clips of it. And it was super simple. The flag was fresh when they did Be Humble, the way that people's heads was moving. I was just like shook. This is like super fresh, right? The man's voice control, all that. And of course they built up the controversy on whether he's going to do the record. And then at the end I saw...
Hold on, I see a bunch of people saying, don't speak that. I'm not speaking into an existence, but I'm asking you a logical question. If we're analyzing this, I get it. We're all in the mind that Kanye is saying some things for attention. Why do you think he's contextualizing what Diddy did? He even said in another tweet, he basically admitted that he's done some of the things that he feels that Diddy is in jail for. Why would he come out and say that? Just give me that explanation. If maybe there's something, it's not just him being a good guy. Kanye told you he's selfish. He only gives a fuck about money. Why is he coming to Diddy's defense unless maybe behind the scenes, again, I'm not saying Kanye is a bad person who does bad things, But he's a guy who's a billionaire any billionaire is going to be a target. And we've seen a few things where they're accusing him of certain things. And he's saying, yo, this shit got to stop. I'm going to stand up for a guy who's now in jail for it. Why do you think he's doing this? Right? Like, this is what he said. Hold on. He says, let me start by saying, I am and I have. He said he has put his hands on women before. Drake said Kendrick hit his girl. But that is not recorded on tape like the Puff video. Now go back. He just admitted. He's basically saying, I've done what Diddy did. That's what he's saying. He says, I'm in LA right now at the Four Seasons. I'm risking my life to tweet this, so walk with me. Drake says Kendrick hit his queen. The world sees Puffy hit Cassie. Kendrick is at the Super Bowl. Puff is in jail. They pick which niggas they want to prop up and who to put down, and when they want to. But all celebrities are scared and selfish. We sit in our mansion, blah, blah. I'm in LA. Niggas will want to and or succeed at killing me for this one tweet alone. I'm offended. Okay. Ooh, I can't even. Yeah, let me just stop. He said a fat joint might try to get me. Damn. Anyway.
So, a few people have been asking
So now this is after the Super Bowl.
me, like, what did you think of the Kendrick halftime show? And I really loved the show. It was my favorite halftime show since, like, a Michael Jackson era, which I kind of just barely remember. I just be seeing clips of it. And it was super simple. The flag was fresh when they did Be Humble, the way that people's heads was moving. I was just like shook. This is like super fresh, right? The man's voice control, all that. And, you know, of course, they built up the controversy on whether he's going to do the record. And then at the end, I saw people saying, like, this is the worst halftime show. And I'm just like, y'all, everybody I know that I talked to in real life said this is the best halftime show. And so this is my point right here. When I say one man's in jail, one superstar, one black superstar is in jail. The next black superstar is on stage. They take one rapper to take another rapper down. You got to remember, watch this. It's like Drake was almost like the new generation R. Kelly. The way R. Kelly had the radio and the smash and all that type of stuff. And then the idea that was put out in the Kendrick song is what R. Kelly is actually locked up for. Now, this information is out here. This could be used, right? And, you know, they give Kendrick everything. He wins everything. Then he does this amazing Super Bowl commercial. I mean, not commercial, I'm sorry. Forwarding slip, shout out, go to Yeezy.com. I didn't do that on purpose, bro. He does this amazing Super Bowl performance, and right after they say it's the worst Super Bowl performance. And I'm like, yo, this is what I've been saying. They use black people against each other, and when they're done with what their agenda is, they're going to kick you out. That's my perspective on it. So, a few people have been asking me, like, what did you...
Yeah, okay. I think you explained it well there, too. I seen KD was asked about it, and looked like KD wasn't the biggest fan of it.
Take seeing the halftime show yesterday with Kendrick doing Not Like Us. It meant nothing to me.
Yo, it's funny because it feels like Curry would answer the same. Curry and KD, they're always on code. LeBron would have been like, that shit was the best. Nigga, I was at the crib with Bronny screaming out, hey, yeah. That's how you know Bron. They got to ask Bron that question.
You talked about Drake before as great. This scrambled for in the past, so that's what I'm wondering. If you have any thoughts on what you...
No thoughts. I didn't really pay attention to it, to be honest. It was a pretty boring day. For a Super Bowl, the game was the game got out of hand. The Super Bowl halftime show was just, I didn't pay attention to it. It was just I kind of skimmed through the whole thing, to be honest.
What would you take seeing the halftime show yesterday with Kendrick?
Okay. By the way, I got to start like going through my community chat. Have y'all joined the community yet?
I hear you like him young.
What'd you think of the Super Bowl?
Turn his TV off.
Good song.
The revolution will be televised. He's calling for a revolution.
It was a good show.
It was more than a halftime show. It was showing we're halfway through America's destruction.
Okay.
And it's time to show up.
Sure.
That's what he does. It's multi-layered.
So what else was he trying to tell us?
Uncle Sam, Samuel Jackson, Samuel Jackson, they're taking our kids. It was all meant to send a message.
You don't think you might be looking too deep?
Kendrick purposely dissed Drake to lure us in so we paid attention so he could give us the message for this day.
What?
He's been planning this for months.
I'm pretty sure he dissed Drake just to diss Drake because he don't like him.
Because you don't understand. You're not like us.
What?
You're not like us.
So what did you think about the ending?
Turn his TV off. Whose TV do you think he's talking about? Whose TV does he want to turn off?
The Super Bowls? I thought it was just a good song.
You're just not. You don't get it. You're lost. You're brainwashed. You need to start listening to the meanings of what he's saying in between the lines.
Look, maybe just take a chill pill, relax a little bit, and just... So what else was he telling us?
Everybody wore red, white, and blue. Bloods and Crips made the American flag. Bloods and Crips made America.
Okay, that's a pretty good breakdown of what he was trying to say.
Everybody to be a blood and a Crip. We have to be gangster.
And you completely lost me. You're gone. You're insane.
You're lost.
Are you okay?
You're not like us.
Who is us? It's only me and you here.
You're not like us. Say Drake.
That is Kendrick fans, man. All right, chat. I'm gonna start going through the community at least a little bit as well. You know, every time per stream. By the way, salute to all the people who are members. Yo, I didn't know how to turn on members only mode. Could the mods in both King Akademiks and also the Academy turn on members mode only? Because I'm about to just read what y'all are saying while we kind of keep going through this. Somebody says, man, I've never seen anything like this. This is crazy. Little does he know, Kendrick said they not like us. He's talking about this Fruit Loop. Wait, let me see. Somebody says, what? Little booty loather? What the fuck? Freckle face? Okay. Y'all are missing the meaning here. Bell bottoms. Drake Bell. Simplified to Drake. Kendrick is saying he came from the bottom and rang Drake's bell. It's simple if you pay attention. Nigga, what? Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. I watched that whole thing and I never thought about Crips and Bloods and red, white, and blue. All I just thought is, why is these niggas so poorly dressed? Why can't he just be direct? Like, bro, like, this is a performance, my nigga. Like, this is not like a spelling bee, nigga. We're not doing geometry or arithmetic. Let me see if am I missing some of your chat? Bell bottoms, Drake Bell. He came from the bottom and he rang, what? This what we doing?